le chibayu le voina chuan class 9 zirlai bu chapter parukna remain hoi ti kha kan zir don anga remain hoi chu kan shito mei thaya then te chuan mizo thon thular takania thon thungai nom takania voinia hianin remain hoi chanchin kan zir le don ani ti chuan ni danga kan zir dan thin ang bokin I thumal harsa te kan zir lai bua a omzia minzia chwa saka amai ro chu chung zong zong chu I kan ziak chuak lawanga kan chiar pa in a omzia te po I kan soi le zel mei don ani tuna hian pahni chu ka ziak chuaka pakhatna chuan exquisite tinia chu moi lutuk uluk takasiam moi nal tak ti na ania tin adotlia chuan lustrous ti ania chu name tlesiau mei ti na ani ti chuan tuna hian kan chiar chuak fikanga ti chuan kan chiar chua rualin kan soi zelanga uluk takin kan ngai thadon ani kan thon thu hriat to sa kha voinia kan zirnon le don ania uluk dewin kan ngai thadon nia. Once upon a time, there lived a beautiful damsel by the name of Remain Hoi. She was married to a man named Zolkia. They were an extremely loving couple. Remain Hoi was very good looking and her beauty was legendary. Apart from her exquisite countenance, she was noted for her lustrous locks of hair. She too was well aware of the attractive side that her locks of hair presented, and she was proud of them. She would often bathe in a river near her home, and whenever she did so, she would never tire of gazing at her lovely reflection in the water. Man lai hianin I remain hoi nula meichia damsel meichia meltha zaom meiche mel thatak zaom tak a ming remain hoi a oma remain hoi chuan pasal ania a pasal ming chu zol thia ania ti chuan an nu pa chuan I anin mangai ema remain hoi chu a mel tha ema a mel thatna a beauty chu legendary mi te soilo legendary ti chu mi ten a thazong lampanga an ngai nat zong lampang anga an soi thin soilo tak me ania tin exquisite countenance apian phung a feature moi takle nal tak mei ba ka khanin she was noted for her lustrous locks of hair ama an chin chia na an shia jeng na soi a hlo na chan em pakhat chu asam moi em lustrous kha tlesiau mei name boxi ti na I kan ti to kha ti chuan asam kha amoi em a tlesiau chu mi te na an soi na sat berle an chin chia na chan ber kha ania tin mi ten an soi mei ba ka po khan ama ngi po khanin chu asam moi em mei chu she was well aware of her attractive side mitlatak mei attractive side I ama po chuan asam mitlatak mei chu ani po chuan a shevia chu wang chuan a chuang ema asam moi tak mei chu ti chuanin luya a inbual thina an inbula khan ti chuan chutianga luya a inbual te po chuan asam te chu a thlir ning theilawa luya a hlimthla reflection in the water ama hlimthla lo lang thin te po kha she was never tired of gazing a clear ning thei thot lo thin ani moi a inti ve ema nal a inti ema luya in bual te kha a hlimthla tuya lo lang te kha a clear ning thei lo ani One day, while she was having a bath, a lock of hair fell into the water and it was washed downstream by the current. Soon, a huge fish swallowed the lock of hair, but as the strand of hair was very long, the fish soon became swollen and bloated up. It so happened that some distance down the river, there lived a chief who had ordered his servants to catch some fish. Tichuan ni khatsu chu tiang anga luya a in boal na a chuanin asam chu tuya chuanin I atlata a chu lui tui current khanin I chuk zongin alenta a tichuan nakin reilo te a chuan sanghalian pui me huge fish sanghalian pui me khanin chu remain hoi sam lo len thla chu alo dol ta a tichuan asam kha ase em chu wang chuan kha sangha khan kha sam a handol khan apum te kha swollen and bloated alo puara I enge ni sanghapum kha asam kha ase em wangin asam zai kha I ase em wang khanin apum te kha alo puar pha me ni ti chuanin chuta tanga chu lui tanga hlavak lawa chuanin lalpa pakhat thia oma chuti lai mek chuan lalpa chuan achia hlo te kha sanghaman turin alo tir ve mek boka. Strangely enough, the servants got the very fish that had swollen Rimenhoi's strand of hair. The fish was still bloated and puffy, and the servants wondered as to why it was so, and they decided to cut up the fish in order to find out. When they eventually cut up the fish, they found out that it was stuffed with the strand of hair from Rimenhoi's locks. Tichuan mak tiu min chia lo ho te chuan chu sangha ber kher me Rimenhoi sam lo dol tu chu an man ta a tichuan apum te kha it was still bloated alapua renga I tichuanin a chia lo ho chuan mak anti em maya ngatinge sangha hi heti em apuma por le ti in mak anti ta inge chunga omang ti kha shiat an cha ka chuwang chuan shiat an duwa sanghapum chu an zai ta a ti chuanin an han zai ta chuanin sanghapum pui chu sam khan Rimenhoi sam khan alo khat vek stuffed with the strand of hair from Rimenhoi's locks. Apum chu Rimenhoi sam chuan alawin no khat vek mai ni. They pulled out the lock of hair, and even then it was so lustrous that it filled an entire pate. As the servants wanted to display the strand of hair intact to their chief, they carefully carried all the way home. Tichuan chu sam chu an han phor chwa chuan alatle moi ema tichuan an han phor chwa chuan pate chu enge ni man lai in vailo te bu fai te le la te anda khom na thin kho chikhat ania kho kha akhat nor me ni saman han lak chwa chuan tichuanin chia lo ho te chuanin lalpa he na chuan intact angai ngaya khoidang lam lova thlen kha andu ema chuwang chuan film khur takin an hon ta ani an lalpa he na chuan. When the chief saw the strand of hair, he was greatly astonished, and he sent his servants to seek out the damsel who bore such locks. The servants went upstream and carefully searched every nook and cranny of the land till they finally arrived at the house of Rimenhoi. Tichuan lalpa chuan chu sam chu alo mu chuan mak ati em ati chuan chu peichia chu sam moi tak mei sam thatak mei nei tu meichia chu zong chuak turin achia hlo te chu atir ta a tichuan achia hlo te chuanin luidung chu a chho lamin an zo ta a film khur takin ta hian kan chin chha tur pakhat nook and cranny ti idiom kha kan hua mun kil khor zong zong khoi lai me po ti na ni ti chuan chha hlo te chuan lalpa thu pek ang chuan chu meichia sam nei tu chu an zonga lui chu an zo chowa ti chuan khoi lai mei po mun zong zong mun kil khor kom kar zong zong kha an zong fik mea ti chuan a to pa chuan remain hoi in chu an lo thleng ta her house was built of iron and it was difficult to enter and so they had to first seek permission in order to enter the house ti chuan remain hoi in an va thlen chuan remain hoi in kha thir fik sak kha alo nia ti chuan lu kha har se em chuwang chuan a phal na lak angai ta ani however it so happened that Remain Hui had locked herself up securely inside the house because her husband Zolti had gone on a journey and so she staunchly refused to let them in ti chuan Remain Hui chu ina chuanin a in kalnan tata a chan chu a pasal Zoltia kha he had gone on a journey azin bohlan ania zina athang bohlan ania chuwang chuanin in lama khan a chung lama khan tu maina an hon theilo tur khan nget takin that takin a in kalnan tata tu ma lu phallo ani a phallo burani she staunchly refused to let them in tu maluka phallo bur ani meanwhile the chief's servants were persistent and so they appealed to her in song chu timek lai chuan lal chia hlo ti chu persistent beidong du lo ati tang chu nu ina Remain Hoi ina chuan lu kha antum tanga I an beidong du lova ti chuan hla in I an vadil ta ani ti chuan line an vadil ta oh you inside the house of iron inside the house of brass pray do tell us your name iming min shil thengem nang thir in a sak in a cheng ti in tiang khan hla in I an vadil ta chu tiang ang an hlasak ri chu Remain Hoin alo shat ve le chuan hla ve kin ani po chuan alo chang ve le a name I do not have. I am one who feeds on water and one who feeds on vegetable broth. Ming kanei lova kei chu tui chom kania thai chum tui vegetable broth kan ti chu thai kan chum na tui a soup kan ti meng chu khangkha broth ani ti chuan kei chu tui chom kania thai tui chum tui chom kani ti in hla vekin alo chang ve le the servants then paid immense heed to the song and they tried to memorize the song in earnest and finally they headed swiftly for home ta chuan lal chia hlo te chuan immense heed ai enge ni chu hla chu ril rupet takin an lo ngai tua a hla chu von an lo tuma ti chuan phur takin atopa chuan manmo takin in lam an pan hole ta when they reached their village they reported the incident to the chief ti chuan an khwa an vathen chuan thil thleng incident chu lalpa hena chuan an vashil ta vek mea ti chuan lalpa chu alo lung ni lova a chan chu a ming an shila khan alung ni lova ti chuan there can be no such name you must find out what her name really is lalpa chuan chutiang anga ming an shel chuan chutiang mingom theilawang a ming dik takhi in zong chuak turani ti in alo ti bur mea alo lung oi lova